Hi guys, what's up? This is your girl, your friend, your sister Karina, coming to you with another episode of Karina's Car Chronicles. Karina's Car Chronicles. Karina's Car Chronicles. Yeah, today is Wednesday, December 13th, 2023. We are coming up on less than 20 days in this year. We have 18 days left in this year, and I just wanted to come on here and share some of my devotional from this morning. The devotion was really good, but the scriptures I was remembering was about Haman. It was in the book of Esther, and it was when Haman had the gall and the audacity to come before the king to try to ask if he could do away with Mordecai. But God is so good. When the enemy would try to come against you and try to take you out, try to knock you down, God always protects you. And I'm so grateful for that, because Mordecai didn't respect Haman, didn't like Haman, knew what Haman was about. And Haman hated Mordecai and all the other Jews, and there was contention between them. He didn't bow down and worship Haman like Haman thought he should be worshipped. And because he had the king's ear, he was in his court, he thought he could go forward and make the king, do something to Haman. But see, the king was married to Esther, and Esther is the niece of Mordecai. And Mordecai raised Esther. Mordecai told Esther what to do, showed her the way to be picked, told her to be quiet about her heritage and her ethnicity, so that when it was time for her to move forward with the king, if she would be accepted, she would be safe. But then we know all the drama happened. There was this decree put out that the Jews were fair game for any and everybody. They could all get it. They were to be annihilated. Esther heard this, and she fasted for her people for 3 days. And in her fast, God gave her a strategy and a plan. And she went before her husband, the king, and she pleaded with him that if she found favor in his sight, that he would have dinner with her. And to make a long story short, she asked him for a favor and said that somebody wanted to kill her and her people. And when he found out, it was Haman. Haman got caught up and killed and hung on the very pole that he wanted to take Mordecai out on. You see, Mordecai had the king's favor because one day Mordecai overheard some people plotting to take the king out. And Mordecai, being faithful and loyal to his niece's husband, when he spilled the tea, told and said, hey, you better watch out, because these people are about to do X, Y, and Z. And everything unfolded, and they found that what he said was true. And so they were thankful, they were grateful, but everybody just went on about life as usual. But one night, the king was unable to sleep. And in his distress of insomnia, he was like, hey, bring me the royal book so I can read this. A lot of times when you read history or things that are probably not that entertaining, it can put you back into a mode of being sleepy. So he went and he read it, and he remembered the account of Mordecai having basically saved his life. And so he called to one of his people and was like, hey, what do we have to do for this dude? How do we repay him? How do we say thanks? And our boy was like, well, to my knowledge, we haven't done anything. And he was like, really? Huh? Okay. And he was like, are there any of my royal subjects in the palace right now, in the palace guard? And Haman had just walked in, coming in specifically to tell the king that he thought they needed to kill Mordecai. So the dude goes and was like, hey, Haman, the king wants to see you. So he was like, oh, he wants to see me? Okay. I got the king's favor. I'm getting his signet ring. I'm in there like swimwear, right? He's arrogant, boastful, thinking everything is all good for him. And so he goes before the king, and the king says, what do you think we should do to honor someone, a man, a mighty man of valor, someone who deserves honor, blah, 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 blah. Haman, being arrogant enough to think the king was referring to him, said, I think we should put a robe on him, parade him around on a horse, let everybody sing his praises, and blah, 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 blah. So the king was like, yeah, that sounds good. I like that plan. He was like, okay, let's do it. I want you to do exactly what you just said for Mordecai. Can you imagine Haman? The crunch and the egg on his face? Can you just imagine? Like, bruh, seriously? I thought you were talking about me. You want to do this for him? The person I can't stand? Who I wanted to get? The person I have a vengeance against? A vendetta against them? And I want to make them feel my wrath? You want to honor them? So Haman had to go fulfill the wishes of the king. Fast forward. Esther, knowing she needs to save her people, asked the king, could she have a meeting with him? Asked him to come to dinner, and she invited Haman to come. Again, Haman is arrogant enough to think, even a queen want to be with me? Like, yes, I'm going to dinner. I have special royal quarters. And to make a long story short, Queen has to let it be known, your boy Haman trying to kill me and all my people. And King Xerxes was like, say what? He trying to do who? He had Haman killed, squashed, taken out. Not only him, but his wife and all his kids, all his people, on the very poles that he thought he was going to get them Jews on. That's what they got. And so I will say this: stay humble, allow the Lord to work in and through your situations, no matter what it is, whatever you're going through. Don't be boastful, be prayerful, be fasted, and do your best to make resolutions as you can. The Bible says, in as much as it is up to you, it's possible in you to be at peace with one another. I've come to learn in these years of mine that I've been on this earth that I can't make nobody be at peace with me. I can do my best, offer olive branches, bend over backwards at times to try to keep the peace. But sometimes, some folks just want to be at enmity with you for whatever reason. And I am learning that sometimes that's just going to be what it's going to be. We can't control other people. We can only control us and how we respond. You can pray for peace. You can do your part by not holding a grudge. You can love that person despite whatever is the situation. And you give it over to God. And you move on with your life. And you do your best to honor him and bring glory to his name in all you do. And it is what it is. You can't live in fear. You can't live in worry. You can't live in doubt. You have to give it to God and allow him. God will work it out. God will work it out. One thing I know, one thing I found, oh, God will work it out. He will work it out. So that's my message for today, y'all. In the book of Esther. I appreciate y'all listening. Thank you for your time. Thank you for rocking with Karina's Car Chronicles. Karina's Car Chronicles. Karina's Car Chronicles. Yeah, I love y'all. See you in the next one. Give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. If this message blessed you, share it with others. Okay, love y'all.